everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about autism and ableism. So what is ableism? The dictionary definition is ableism is a form of discrimination or prejudice against individuals with physical, mental or developmental disabilities that is characterized by the belief that individuals need to be fixed or cannot function as full members of society. As a result of these assumptions, individuals with disabilities are viewed as being abnormal, rather than being members of a minority community, because the disability status has been seen as a defect rather than a difference. By describing somebody as broken or needing to be fixed, it has an effect on how the autistic individual or disabled individual may feel about themselves. By being more compassionate, we can be a more inclusive society. So, what are my own personal thoughts on autism and ableism? I feel that as an autistic woman, society is very ableist towards autistic people, such by saying things such as, "Oh, you don't look autistic," or "nothing is wrong with you," or "snap out of it," when everything is too overwhelming for us, or we're in a state of total distress, or not able to function. I think this stereotype is done out of media fear and media assumptions that are portrayed about autism in the media. I feel that people are unsure of how to communicate with us or talk to us. I feel that people should be able to come around to talk to us and ask us questions so that both of us can communicate successfully. But with that being said in mind, it doesn't help with the media portrayal of disability in general, as it's appearing to be dangerous or making us look out to be absolutely scary. I feel that society has started to get better with its understanding. I feel that society feels that disability is still a thing that we need to be ashamed of, that we need to be treated differently. I still feel sometimes that I'm treated like a child, and things like, "Oh, we have to watch what we say to that person because him or her may not understand what we're trying to tell them." Or I feel that people may want to isolate me or not tell me the complete truth about things because they're scared of the way that I will react to the situation or react to what's being told to me. But actually, if you used to sit me down and talk to me one-on-one and actually explain what you mean and explain what the agenda is or what you need to tell me, maybe I can take the time to understand it and process what's being said in my head and think about the reaction and the way to respond to you. So again, it's about processing, it's about sensory processing, think about the right way to appropriately behave and react and respond to you. So again, it's not just because we're being spoiled or rude or stubborn, it's the fact we actually need time to process and think about what's being said to us. So to me, society still seems to think that all people like me are naughty or spoilt brats or attention seeking. Again, this is a very ableist attitude because you're assuming we also are like children and that we're having a temper tantrum. This aggravates me because this is something that is not a temper tantrum issue. A meltdown and a temper tantrum are two completely different things. And I feel that society is still very ableist on us when they tell us things like, "Oh, just snap out of it, you're fine, like, there's nothing to get stressed out about, like, you're not overloaded because of the noise in the background, and you're just overreacting." No, it's because we're in sensory distress and we're having to deal with bright lights, loud noises, people's mobile phones going off, or cell phones as you call them in the States, but yeah, it's things like that, or loud music, and you're like, "Oh, that's not loud," and actually it's so loud that we actually want to get out of the way and actually can't cope with being in the environment in the first place. So it's just about changing of attitudes and making sure that when you meet a disabled individual or an autistic individual in general in your local communities, please talk to us like we're human beings and we're adults. Don't treat us like we're children, because we're not. And this is still the very most ableist attitude that society still has, because right now I still get it occasionally where people will be like, "Oh, poor Gemma, your life's so difficult and your life must be so miserable." I'm like, actually, no, it's not. Because I do things to fulfill my time. I do these videos. I go out and talk to people. Well, I was before lockdown, but I was going out and training people. I was educating people. I was letting them know how I feel as an autistic adult to be treated and how we can effectively communicate to get better. I was going out and being passionate about what I live with. Autism doesn't have to be something that is bad or broken or defective, or even being disabled doesn't have to be bad or defective. And I just want society to be a bit more kinder, a bit more respectful, and the way that they come across to people, because ableism is still very, very rampant in society, and it still happens to a lot of us, especially the disabled community, people with learning disabilities, autism, mental health issues. It's still like things like, oh, just grow up, stop attention seeking. No, it's that the fact that we live with it. We just want your understanding, your compassion, your kindness, and if we can work together to become a more accepting society and accepting nation, then therefore we'll understand each other better. So I will attach some links down in the video description down below, so you can read more about some articles that I found on the actual subject, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!